What's up, everyone? PGA Director of Instruction here, Dan McCracken, talking about short game. Okay, short game, in my opinion, is anything inside about 35, 40 yards, and we're going to cover two basic shots on how to help us around the green. Okay, so we're going to start with the basic low chip shot. We're going to use this anytime we have a decent amount of green to work with. The ball can roll out further than it's going to carry onto the green, usually just a couple yards. Here's how we're going to hit it. Okay, so we're going to start with the ball off of our back foot, for me, my right foot. Next, we're going to put about 80 to 90% of our pressure on the lead foot, so for me, my left. From there, we're going to set the hands and therefore the handle in front of my front pocket or front leg, so for me, again, my left. And now the true kind of nuts and bolts of the shot would be, can I rotate my body and maintain that same angle? All right, I have that straight left arm into the shaft. We want to keep it there the whole time. I also want to have some soft hands, which might let the club just set ever so slightly on the way back, but then held on the way through. All right, let's give it a shot and see what we can come up with. Turn, maintain, turn through. Ball kind of bumps out there, rolls a long way. I've maintained my loft, which we're looking for. And that's how you hit the low one. Okay, so the pitch shot. We're going to start with the design of the club, better understanding how the parts of this club are designed to help us with this shot and be successful as possible. So the part of the club we really need to understand are the two different components to the bottom of our club, or the club head. The front of the bottom is this leading edge built to cut into the turf, take that nice deep divot. The back of this club head will be the bounce. That's what's really going to help us with our pitching. All right? We need the bounce of the club to really interact with the ground as much as possible. That allows the divot to not get too deep or avoids a chunk shot in layman terms, right? So we're going to preset the shaft to basically 90 degrees to the ground. We're going to work on technique to return it to 90. That will allow us to use the bounce as much as possible. Using the bounce allows for a kind of a free release of the club, applies the loft, again without fear of the chunk. So now that we better understand the bounce of the club, let's use it to hit some high soft pitch shots, get this ball somewhere around the hole, maybe even in it. Starts again with a good setup. Stance is roughly the same. Only difference would be pressure is not so far forward as the chip, right? So we were 80, 90%. Now we're back to about 55 to 60%, just slightly forward. Stance is still a little inside shoulder width apart. Ball's now going to be off the front foot. And the hands and handle are going to be behind the ball a little bit. So the shaft should set right around 90-ish degrees. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I'd rather it a little back as opposed to a little forward. Again, we're trying to avoid the leading edge getting overexposed to the ground, so shaft back is going to be a major theme here. All right? Once we get into a good setup, the second step here is making sure I avoid overhinging my wrists. When I overhinge my wrists, the leading edge again gets overexposed to the ground, just leads to trouble, okay? So we're gonna get into a good setup, stance narrow, weight middle to slightly forward, ball forward, and we're gonna return the shaft back to 90. Hope that helps hit the high soft ones. Okay, so today we covered the short game. We went over two basic shots to use around the green depending on where you are. So we started with the chip shot. The chip shot's for right around the edge of the green, usually only a couple yards to carry it on, let the ball roll from there. To hit the chip, we played the ball back in our stance with the handle forward and certainly the weight forward as well. Throughout the motion, we were trying to keep that straight line between the shaft and the lead arm, keeping the loft down, just driving it out there onto the green. For the pitch shot, certainly a higher, softer shot used without as much green to work with. We played the ball up in our stance, weight slightly more centered, and we were really trying to set the shaft to 90, return it to 90 to use all that bounce, give you the freedom to release the club, hit it into the air. Use those two shots wisely, get comfortable with both as much as you can, and hopefully that's going to help you save some more pars, get it up and down. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that lesson. For more tips just like that one, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you're interested in booking an in-person golf lesson with me or one of our other awesome teaching pros, click the link below and we'll get you all set up here at 5 Iron.